Hey fight fans, the slugfest in the making. Derrick Lewis vs Tallison Teixeira at UFC Nashville. Let's dive into this power with potential matchup. Derrick Lewis holds the record 28-12. KO King with the most knockouts in UFC history can turn any moment into lights out with one shot. He will face undefeated Tallison Teixeira, promising Brazilian prospect with sharp fundamentals, known for calm pressure and well-rounded skills. Let's analyze who holds the edge at different aspects of fight game. Using 10-point mass system. Striking, Lewis is definition of one-punch power, but his volume and technique are often limited. Teixeira is more technical, mixing kicks and combos well, but lacks that one-shot threat. 10-9 Lewis. Wrestling, Lewis defends just enough to keep it standing, but rarely shoots or controls. Teixeira has a developing takedown game, with solid entries and control on the mat. 10-9 Teixeira. Jiu-Jitsu, Lewis escapes more by brute force than technique, and rarely threatens subs. Teixeira shows flashes of grappling IQ, especially in scrambles and transitions. 10-9 Teixeira. Stamina, Lewis tends to slow down quickly, relying on moments rather than rounds. Teixeira paces himself better, though still green in deeper waters. 10-9 Teixeira. KO power, Lewis is arguably the scariest puncher in the division, capable of ending fights instantly. Teixeira has decent power, but he relies more on accumulation than finishing bombs. 10-9 Lewis. Chin, Lewis has absorbed insane shots and kept going, though recent fights show some cracks. Teixeira hasn't been fully tested by heavyweight monsters yet. Durability is still a question. 10-9 Lewis. Reach, Teixeira has 4-inch reach and height advantage. 10-9 Teixeira. Experience, Lewis has fought the who is who: Ngannou, Gain, Tuivasa, Volkov. Deep resume. Teixeira is still building his name and hasn't seen top 10 hit yet. 10-8 Lewis. Final score: Derrick Lewis 76, Tallison Teixeira 75. Teixeira is the more technical and versatile fighter, but Lewis has that heavyweight X factor, raw, devastating power. If Tallison can avoid the bomb and grind Lewis down, he has a path. But if Lewis lands clean, night-night. Now let's dive into the possible fight outcomes. We will start with less possible outcomes. Lewis wins by submission, 1%. Let's be honest, this is near fantasy. Lewis almost never looks for subs and would need a fluke grappling moment to pull this off. Teixeira wins by KO or TKO, 4%. He's not a knockout artist, and Lewis has eaten shots from much bigger punches, unless Lewis is completely off or gassed. This would be a shocker. Lewis wins by decision, 10%. Rare but possible. If Lewis lands early damage and then slows the pace, he could bank a few rounds while avoiding danger, still unlikely due to his style. Teixeira wins by submission, 15%. It's not his go-to, but if he can ground Lewis and pass guard, Lewis' BJJ defense is often just strength-based. A choke or arm triangle isn't out of the question. And two most possible fight outcomes: Teixeira wins by decision, 25%. If Tallison keeps his composure, sticks and moves, and mixes in clinch control or takedowns, he can frustrate Lewis. Surviving the early storm and outworking him late is a real path. And finally, my prediction: Lewis wins by KO or TKO, 45%. This is always plan A for Lewis. One clean bomb can end any night. If Tallison makes a mistake in range or slows down, it would be lights out in an instant. Teixeira has never faced someone with Louis' power and chaos. If he can neutralize the danger early, this could be a short night. Who do you think will win? Drop your pick in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more fight breakdowns.